You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find this channel on Twitter, Gab.ai, BitChute, and Minds.com. This is a Real American Patriot channel for Real American Patriots. If you're not a Real American Patriot, please exit the channel. Furthermore, we are not sponsored by any outside interference. That means we're unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. With that being said, transmission will commence momentarily.
Welcome to the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. I'm your host, Savon. You can find me on Minds.com, BitChute, Twitter, and Gap.com. Most importantly, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube because we're writing this until the wheel fall off. On that note, guys, let's start the show. You know, if you guys were paying attention to my channel, I released a video like yesterday regarding the $15 minimum wage and what are the consequences going to do to our economy and how it's going to ruin the American economy if we do implement this. Because if you guys are not aware, House of Representatives just passed a bill to push $15 minimum wage. I assure you it won't pass the Senate. And if it does pass the Senate, Donald Trump will not sign it. He will veto it. Right? But this is another story about the wage thing, right? The wage gap, right? Now, instead of $15, they even go as further as trying to push $20 an hour. You know what's that gonna do to the economy? People start saying that I don't know nothing about the economy. This is basic economics, right? You don't need to be a PhD economist to understand this. Basic economics. You do not need a PhD Ivy League graduate degree to understand basic economics, right? It shows you that the Democratic Party do not understand basic economics, all right? The member of Congress, Rashida Tlaib, right, is now pushing for $20 an hour. See how idiotic she seemed? She can't grasp the basic economics, basic concept of the high wage thingy, all right, the high wage fallacy, all right. And they try to push it on a federal level. This should not be on a federal level. You're gonna push minimum wages should be on the state and city level. All right, because you know why you can't push on the federal level? Because not all economy in every state are the same. You cannot compare California economy to Mississippi, Alabama, or Wyoming economy. It's a smaller market. You can't compare a bigger market to a smaller market. You can't force a smaller market to pay $15 the same as California economy. It doesn't make any sense. You're going to collapse all these other small states. All right? This is why we cannot push $15 minimum wage. What the heck, man? But this article right here I'm going to share with you guys is going to discuss the lunacy of the Democratic Party, especially Rashida Tlaib. All right? Let me put this up for you. Give me one moment. All right? I appreciate you guys. Without you guys, this channel would not be possible. But here you go. Tlaib called for $20 an hour wage. Quote, I cannot allow people to be living off tip. What do you mean? People live off tip all the time. All right. If anything, a lot of waitresses would prefer to work off tip than be on a minimum wage like this to get the hours cut. All right. It's proven that waiters love the tip because there's no limit of how much you give tips. If anything, waiters make more money getting tips than they do working on a minimum wage job. All right. When you work in a minimum wage job and the price goes high, people are less inclined to tip you a lot. All right? A lot of waiters prefer tips than the minimum wage job. All right? Look at this person. Tlaib. This person, her video of her surfacing yelling at a Trump campaign rally in 2016. Show you how nuts she is. All right? She looks like she got a face full of nuts as well. But let's read this. All right? Representative Rashida Tlaib, Democrat Michigan, called for a federal minimum wage of $20 per hour in the event of Detroit on Sunday night, prompting a mockery from conservatives threatening to force mainline Democrats in 2020 presidential race to address the issue of upcoming debates. All right. Tlaib comment during the remark of the Restaurant Opportunity Center of Michigan and the labor rights of group of one far wages and were recorded by a conservative political action committee, American Rising. The Democratic-controlled House Representative passed a $15 minimum wage last week, but it has little chance to pass it in the GOP-controlled Senate, like I said. Tlaib, referring to the federal minimum wage of those workers, said that tip employees make $2.5 per hour federally. That doesn't make any sense. There's a federal minimum wage already as it is. What do you mean? How are they going to make 2.30 cents per hour? She don't got no source back into her claim at all. I think it's about 1 minute, people, cannot live on those wages and cannot allow people to be living off tips. All right? Rely on the tips of wages is just not enough to support her family. Have she been working in the restaurant industry? I want to know. All right? I'm not going to say anything. If she provide evidence that she worked in the restaurant industry, how does she know? All right? She talked to everybody, not just a small portion? By the way, when we started it, it should have been $15, she said. In the event titling Serve for an Hour. This woman is so retarded. Video show Tlaib shouting at president right here. So if you want to see her crazy video when she shouted at president, click right here. Now, I think it should be $20, making the American raising their ears that she continued to applaud. It should be $20 an hour, $18 to $20 an hour at this point. They said all of this is going to cost. But I can tell you, milk has gone up. Eggs have gone up. Everything has gone up. The cost of things that we need has gone up. That's not due to, and raising prices, raising hourly wages is not going to solve it. All right. When you're fighting, you're arguing that the price of cost of living going up, right? You know what's gonna jumpstart cost of living gonna go really up? Increase pay rate. When you increase the pay rate, price of everything gonna have to compensate for the raises. Right? They're gonna have to raise all these things as well. If you're gonna raise the minimum wage, food gonna go up. All right, all this other stuff gonna go up as well. You're not helping. If anything, you're making it even worse by pushing this minimum wage thing, by pushing $20 an hour. In a 231 to 199 vote along party line Thursday, the House passed its legislative and would increase minimum wage for $15 an hour, more than double the current of $7.25. Exactly. In the event of the drastic increases, the bill called for having some minimum wage tip workers raising from 2.13 an hour. Meanwhile, some libertarian scholars, include New York University law professor Richard Epstein, called and eliminated the minimum wage entirely. Exactly. Let the free market work it out. If you don't like where you work, you can always leave. That's what people don't understand. Why would you want to work at a McDonald's for the rest of your life? Work at these restaurants, McDonald's, fast food. Those jobs is intended for kids, teenagers who got out of high school, who need working experiences. These jobs is not designed for adults. These jobs is designed for kids, teenagers. All right, saying the market, along with prohibitions against the work abuse, and is more efficient than the realm of politicians. Exactly, it's for political gain. Tlaib office does not respond to Fox News requests and common question because she can't back up her claim. But her remarks were derived by conservative commentators. Why not $20? Town Hall editor Fox News Guy Benson, or $50? Go Rashida, go. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why $20 is a random number? Why not $100? That's what I'm saying all the time. Why all these arbitrary numbers? They should make $1,000 an hour to cure income equality of what? Obviously, joking Ben Shapiro. These radicals' Democrat policy proposals are politically equivalent to the pitch of the Fire Festival. The Democratic presidential contender is set to debate again on July 30th and 31st. It could be asked about the Tlaib now viral proposal. Party embraced one radical proposal, including Medicare for all, especially illegal immigrants, and decriminalizing border crossing, has alienate moderate and also analysts contended. Tlaib, a member of Progressive Freshman the Squatty Party, right, Capitol Hill, have attracted outside shares attendance in recent days. Over the weekend, video surfaced showing Tlaib crying for president and as security remover from a meeting in Detroit Economic Club in August 2016. But her minimum wage proposal has her fettered afield on an issue of virtually on other prominent Democrats. A nonpartisan congressional budget office recently concluded a 15 federal wage could result in 3.7 million people becoming unemployed. Exactly. When that happens, you know what that means? More people will be dependent on the government to do unemployment, welfare, social programs, right? More dependent on the government, and that will prove the world that people need the Democratic Party because the Democratic Party are for big government. All right? If people don't need government, they wouldn't need the Democratic Party. All right. This will solidify the need for the Democratic Party. They're for big government. When people are dependent on the government, they're gonna need all these stuff. All right. This will prove the Democrat relevancy. They want to be in power. They want to be in control. That's why. And they love big government. If you want to reduce all these costs, reduce government. Government is a big burden. Reduce the size of the government. We will have a lot of surplus. Far higher than House Democrat estimated as employees struggle to make payroll in response to slashing jobs and hours. Exactly. They're going to have slash jobs and slash hours if you're going to make this pay $20 an hour. Right? The CBO noted that considerable uncertainties of calculating the impact of minimum wage from state to state is an indicator of 17 million Americans could see pay increase, but the food can increase too. Products and goods can be increased to offset the wage gap. The wage, all right? Republican leaders have said minimum wage hike would be devastating to the middle class, exactly, by jobs. Citing CBO research, it found that it would also reduce business income and consumer prices and reduce the nation output. Overall, the CBO said more would reduce the family income about $9 billion in 2025 or 0.1%. Right? These swamp creatures, these politicians, their job's not getting cut. Their job's based on people keep voting for them. So they don't understand about laying off. All right? Especially this whack person right here. This hideous wildebeest. I don't know. You gotta be incapacitated to impregnate this woman, right? You gotta be incapacitated. Who would impregnate this woman right here? She's atrocious. The minimum wage fight spilled into the Democratic presidential race recent day. Over the weekend, Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders announced he will cut staffer hours that they can effectively be paid $15 an hour wages, promptly mockery from the critic who said the move is more evidence that Sanders' plan will raise national minimum wages and hypocritical and would only lead to work and more unemployment. Less work and more employment. Exactly. The Sanders campaign, they were forced to pay people $15 an hour. Now what happened? He had to reduce work staff and work hours to compensate the $15. Now he know what it's like. Alfred Ortiz, president of John Creator Network, told Washington Free Beacon that Americans can't afford $15 minimum wage. Never mind $20. Exactly. Ortiz also connected that Tlaib remark to a strife-rocking Sanders campaign. Hour to meet the demands of $15 wage. Ortiz told Paper if she won't listen to the job creator about the unintended consequences of higher minimum wage, maybe she'll listen to the socialist politician. This woman is stubborn, all right? I don't think she can accept anything at all. This woman is so narcissistic. She's selfish. The Washington Post reported that last Thursday, Sanders field staffer was upset when Sanders had championed the $15 wage on the campaign trail and made headline railing against major corporations who paid a starving wages. Even his own employee made poverty wages. In a response, Sanders told the Des Moines Register he was very proud to lead the first major presidential campaign with unionized workers, but also bothered by the news that internal strife has spilled into the media. Exactly. They're hypocrites. The self-described socialist candidate said junior field organizers earn a roughly $35,000 per year in salaries with employer-paid health care and sick leave, but he acknowledged that their salary can effectively be dipped below $15 an hour if staff will work much more than 14 hours a week, which is common presidential campaign. The solution is to limit the number of hours staff will work from 42 or 43 each week to ensure that making the equivalent of $15 an hour. He told the Register, Brianna, whatever her name is, I can't pronounce that, 515. All right, so that's why in order to offset to compensate $15 an hour, he had to reduce hours. And this shows you what is the consequence, and these people don't understand. Saying, I'm stupid. I don't know anything about economics. I'm telling you, you do not need to know anybody. This is basic economics. You do not need an Ivy League degree to understand this. All right? You don't need all these political pundits telling you this. All right? From a business point of view, if you're a business point of view, you own a business, you would understand that there's a payroll budget and there's overhead budget. All right? There's only a certain amount of money you can pay in your payroll. All right? Or else you will not make any profit. Thereby, if you don't make any profit, your business will cease to exist. It's basic economics, basic business ethics. That's what it is. And they don't understand it. And we have people like Tlaib pushing $20 an hour. That's ridiculous. That's going to bankrupt the whole country. All right? You think $15 bad? 20. You think $20 bad? 50. $50. You think $50 bad? When will it stop? When will these arbitrary numbers stop? When these people will learn? These people, these politicians, they never have a steady job in their life, so they wouldn't know what it's like to be a business owner. Right? They wouldn't know what it's like to be working a 9 to 5. They have the cushy job in the office, sitting in chairs, talk, do all these speeches. And I see all these people doing all these speeches. Like, why are you doing so much speeches? Why you aren't in your office and just make solutions, write new laws, or find out solutions for problems? How come they have so much time to do all these speeches? Why don't they say, oh, I can't do any speeches, I need work in the office? Right? These politicians are hypocrites. Right? And that's what's going to happen. If you raise, to the bottom point, the bottom line is, when you raise the minimum wage, right, to 15, 20, right, all those numbers, it's going to eliminate jobs, eliminate hours, increase prices. Right? That's what it is. It's going to eliminate jobs, eliminate hours, increase prices. People who have the job will work as much harder, right? Right? Some businesses will force to close. When you raise prices, people don't buy as much, right? People don't buy as much goods because the price of goods is going up, all right? And people will be in the same position. This is going to affect the middle class even more than the rich class, or the poor. The poor is already poor. It's going to affect the working class the most. And that's the point. We cannot raise this. And you cannot compare California economy or New York economy to places like Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. You cannot compare a big market state to a small market state. It doesn't work like that. People need to understand that. I hate that phrase I hate to say when people need to understand, but this is a situation when people really need to understand that. But this shows you the ludicrousy of the Democratic Party. They don't understand economics. And people gonna post on my channel saying, "Oh, you're so dumb. You don't know economics." And I'm gonna say to them, they're the reason why we're having all these budget crises. You don't understand. They're the reason why prices is going up. If you want to increase your wages, let the free market handle itself. But anyway, let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Are you for $15? Are you for 15? Or are you for $20 an hour? Let me know what you think. Because of what I'm saying, YouTube don't want to monetize my channel because I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited. That means I can say what I want without being bothered by any outside interference. Right? If you like what I do, please like, share, and subscribe. Because when you like, share, and subscribe, it encourages me to make more videos. When I make more video, I saturate YouTube algorithm. When I saturate the YouTube algorithm, it makes my video more expansive to a broader audience. Within those audience, I might enlighten them to think for themselves. Because that's the point of the channel, to get people to think for themselves, not to be a group thinker. Because group thinking will lead you to the demise. Group thinking will kill you. Group thinking is socialism, Marxism, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, all right, Venezuela, North Korea. Those are group thinkers. Communists, Marxists. Those are group thinkers. They do things to affect people's life, all right. But because of that, I'm not taking any incentive. I'm not taking any donations because it's more incentive for me to know that you could think for yourself. And that's basically the foundation of this channel, for people to think for themselves. You don't have to think the way that I do, but at least think for yourself. Critical things really matter. But on that note, guys, I know your time is very precious. I'm not trying to waste your time. This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. My name is Stefan. You guys have a good day. Peace.